about cold weather season as well as warm weather season. Then we have discussed already about advancing monsoon. In this segment, we at the page number 127, topic is Arabian Sea current. Generally, the monsoon in India starts in the beginning of June at Kerala in South India. So, how this monsoon season starts? It starts from the southeast part and it comes on the northern part. Okay. Western Ghats obstruct the southwest monsoon wind coming from over Arabian Sea. So, the entire coast on western slope of the Ghats receive heavy rain. When these winds cross western Ghats and reaches the peninsular plateau, most of its moisture is reduced. Hence, this leeward region gets less rain. Mumbai gets more than 200 centimeter rain, while Pune, which is a little farther, gets about 75 centimeter rain. Rain decreases northwards from Kerala to Karnataka, Goa and Maharashtra on western coast. One branch of this current enters Madhya Pradesh through the Narmada Valley. This current further merges with the winds coming from the Bay of Bengal. One branch of this Arabian current passes over Gujarat, Saurashtra and Kutch and advances towards Rajasthan. There are no high mountains or dense forest in Gujarat, so there is a less possibility of condensation of moisture in this wind. After giving rain in Gujarat, when this wind enter Rajasthan, they contain less moisture, so Rajasthan gets less rain. Desert get even less than 10 centimeter of rainfall. અરેબિયન સી કરંટની વાત કરી છે કે અરેબિયન સી જે છે એ અહીંયા વેસ્ટર્ન પાર્ટ જે છે ઇન્ડિયાનો ઈ પાર્ટની અંદર અરેબિયન સી છે. સો winds which are coming from over here, okay, these winds are coming in this particular direction, so they are responsible for rain in Gujarat, Mumbai, Bengaluru, and the amount of rainfall that depends on the weather. There is a mountainous region. If there is a mountainous region is there, so before this mountainous region there is a heavy rainfall as compared to the region behind this particular mountain. Okay, Rajasthan is considered as a desert area. Okay, so there is very less rainfall. In certain area it is less than 10 centimeters. The wind which is coming from Arabian Sea contains moisture. We have already discussed how evaporation takes place, and without the presence of mountains there is no place that condensation may occur. So therefore rain falls in Gujarat and all the southern area, but as the wind goes up in upward direction up to Rajasthan, the humidity content decreases, therefore there is a less rainfall observed. Over here a figure is given to you. Each color describes a different amount of rainfall. For example, royal blue, or let's just say navy blue, represents about 40 centimeters of rainfall in that particular area. So darkest blue in this particular map shows the most or maximum rainfall in this particular area. If you try to remember the city name Cherrapunji, so Cherrapunji is the place which is having maximum rain. So you can observe over here, this area shows maximum rainfall which falls in northeastern part. Over here also you may observe, then there is a royal blue color between 200 centimeter to 400 centimeters. So after this dark portion there is a lighter portion, then center also, because the wind which are coming and containing water vapor are generally going to get nullified or clear at this particular point. So after that the amount of rainfall is going to get decreased. Therefore you can observe this kind of pattern. This particular kind of ray is because of Bay of Bengal current. This one side is because of Arabian Sea. So you can understand it like this, and that will be helpful to you. Next is Bay of Bengal current. Second branch of southwest monsoon wind first enters West Bengal and then reaches up to Meghalaya. These winds contain maximum moisture which give heavy rain in Meghalaya. Slopes of Khasi, Garo and Jaintia hills receive heavy rainfall. Winds here deflect and blow from southeast. They cross over West Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and reach Haryana. Their moisture content decreases, so the region which fall in it will get rainfall, and gradually last region get the less rainfall. Further, both this current coming from Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal merge, giving good amount of rain in northern Himalayan region. Snowfall occurs there occasionally. Along with the monsoon wind, cyclones originating over Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea also enters India. Due to this, monsoon becomes more active in some area. During monsoon season, an average of 5 to 6 cyclones pass through India and help in bringing rainfall. India receives rainfall through monsoon winds, but these winds do not blow throughout the year and from the same direction. The onset of this wind is also irregular. The phenomena of rain break is associated with monsoon wind. The monsoon rain falls for many days, but there are few rainless days, and again it followed by a spell of rain. This phenomena is called rain break. There is also variation in physical features in our country. All these factors affect the distribution of rainfall. These factors have made the amount and distribution of rainfall unequal in India. Assam and Meghalaya receive very heavy rainfall, while desert in Rajasthan and black in Kashmir receives insignificant. Rain rate is like rain falls for certain period and then it stops. Then again rainfall happens. This particular phenomena is known as rain break. Okay, in entire India, in different portions, there is a different amount of rainfall. Okay, that is because of physical structure. A certain area there is a mountainous region. So before this mountainous region, there is a heavy rainfall. After it, there is a less rainfall. Generally, whatever the monsoon rain or wind which are bringing rain are because of Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. On an average, 5 to 6 cyclones pass through in India's land. Okay, and these cyclones generally do not harm India, but these cyclones are helpful in bringing rain in this country. Retreating monsoon. Duration between October and November is better known as retreating monsoon. The vertical sun rays gradually shift southwards and create low pressure over Indian Ocean in south. High pressure develops gradually over North India. By the end of September, a fresh pressure system develops over Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, which weakens the monsoon wind, which have already reached the interior part of India. When the pressure condition changes afterwards, these winds start flowing back towards the sea during October and November. So this period is called season of retreating monsoon. At this time, a season of dry and cool and increasing temperature are main characteristic of repeating monsoon winds. Soil containing moisture, daytime temperature increasing, night is cool and pleasant, daytime weather is perplexing. Perplexing, that means daytime weather is changing. Okay, it could be very warm or hot during the noon time. It could be pleasing in the evening time, and variation of the season, mixture of season. Okay, that is observed. Due to high temperature and humidity, this situation is known as October heat. In Gujarat, it is locally known as Bhadargita. During this, especially during Navratri time, this is observed. This particular time is not suggested, it is not actual time of rainfall, but due to certain disturbance in the atmosphere, or let's just say due to some disturbance, this kind of rain happens, and this particular rain, or this particular before rain there is a बरसात पहला बफर होता है, so that particular warmth is called Bhadarvi Tap, or it is called October heat. Last one is climate and human life. The climate of India is monsoonal type. Irregularity and uncertainty are characteristic which have profound impact on climate and food, lifestyle, nature of people and agriculture. Besides being agrarian country, India is under the total control of monsoon climate. So, the impact of this uncertainty of this monsoon wind is seen on the agriculture and human life in India. Following are major impact of climate on human life. So, these are the major impact of climate on human life. It affects the way you live, it affects the food you have, it affects the kind of farming you do, and it also affects the lifestyle you do. So these are the factors which are responsible, or let's just say these are the factors which are contributing into our lifestyle, because that is given by the climate. Due to high temperature during most of the year in India, large variety of crops can be cultivated. But the uncertainty of rain has resulted into unpredictable production. Most of the rain falls between June and September. So where irrigation is not possible, only one crop can be taken depending on rainfall. The onset as well as the end of rainy season is uncertain. So many times a water is not available to crop at proper time. This delay causes destruction of seed and crop production. Sometimes there is a heavy downpour of rain in shorter time. This also destroys crop. Rivers get floods and cause soil erosion, which in long term reduces crop production. When the rainy season is over, it creates employment programs for agricultural labor. As the farming is not a year-long work, many agricultural labor migrate to city. Due to irregular rain, some agro-based industry face problem as they do not get their raw material like cotton, sugarcane, tobacco. Problem of drinking water also becomes acute due to irregular rain. Life in desert or mountainous region becomes full of hardship, which directly affects people's food, clothing and occupation. So, in this segment we are seeing that how climate affect the human lifestyle, how climate affect human. If there is an excessive rainfall, then there is also destruction of seeds and the man effort that required in that particular crop. And due to irregularity in water, so rainfall, so there is irregularity in getting water. So if farmer is solely dependent on rainfall, then there is a major chance that he would hardly able to grow a single crop. are well familiar with, but due to irregularity in certain proportion, if is in certain span of time, if rain does not fall, then it is also creating problems for that particular farmer. So we have seen how majorly climate affect our lifestyle. That's all.